afternoon, or whenever you guys are seeing it. This is Jay Burnham with the Real Jay Burnham Show. Today I'm talking to you about should you, as moving companies, allow your movers to accept tips? Should moving companies accept tips? So let's get into this next episode. As you can see, I'm back. I've got the internet. It's up fully. Yesterday I did another video on my camera, which was awesome. I'm so excited. The internet's back up fully. I fully got it thing. Now I've got to get my phone, the actual phone, because I got a VoIP phone from Ring Central. And it's very, very inexpensive, but they got to send me a new phone. So because this phone is locked out of the IP address that I have with my new internet provider, so they're sending me a new phone. I'm supposed to get that tomorrow. So yay! I'm still not quite fully there. But anyway, let's get back into the episode, and thank you for hearing my little drama. I appreciate that. So should we accept tips? As movers, as moving companies, should we accept tips? And the short answer is simply, yes, of course, come on. Yes, but there's always got to be a but, right? Come on. Let's be real. We've got to be smart about accepting tips. Now, when a customer, you're talking with a customer and you're doing an estimate and a customer asks, hey, do you guys accept tips? You should answer truthfully, yes, we accept tips. But you are under no obligation to give a tip if you don't feel that it is necessary. You don't want to make them feel obligated to give you or your movers any sorts of tips. Tips are very welcome. Another question that your customers may ask you is, how much do they normally get tipped? And that's a very good question. I always, and this is my dirty little secret, I try to do the best I can for my movers, and I usually give them a range of what my movers totally get tipped. And for a local mover, if they ask about how much my movers should get tipped, I will usually say they normally get between $50 and $100 for tips. I always estimate on the high side. I want my movers to get tipped and get tipped well. So if they ask me, I'll say, yes, we accept tips. No, you're not obligated. And if they ask me how much, I will give them the high side of what. I've been tipped $100. I've been tipped $200. I've even been tipped $500 before, personally, when I was first doing the moves. So I think tips is a wonderful thing, and I think the movers should work hard for their tips and do a good job, and hopefully they get tipped. But the secret to getting tips is that they do work hard. And we'll talk about that in a second. But if the customer asks how much do they get tipped, do yourself and your movers a favor and say, hey, look, this is the range that movers typically get tipped in. And then leave it up to the customer how much. Usually when I do that, my movers get tipped very well. Usually the minimum they usually get tipped is about not 500, but $50. Who's got 500 on the brain? Typically they get an average tip about $50 when I do that. If the customer doesn't ask, I don't tell. It's a don't ask, don't tell kind of situation. Now, there's some warnings out there. Well, first of all, before we get into the warnings, let's do another thing too. Now I just lost my track. We'll get back into warnings, and when I think of it, we'll go back into it. Anyway, so there's some warnings. One, your mover should never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, in any shape, manner, or form, insinuate, hint, cajole, intimidate, enforce a tip from a customer. This is a no-no. You hear the train in the background? Woohoo! Actually, the new office is right next to a train. They should never, ever, ever demand or enforce or hint about getting a tip to the customer. This is bad performance. You don't go to a restaurant and the waitress goes, oh, don't forget the tip. I usually accept 15% or whatever it is. You don't hear that from a waitress. She knows that if she does a good job, she gets the kitchen to cook the meal right, that it comes out in a timely manner, and so on and so forth, that she's going to get a tip, and probably a good tip. But she never, ever asks for it. She never demands it. She wants it, she wants to get it, and she'll work hard for it. But you never see the waitress actually ever demand a tip. And that should be the same way with your movers. I will personally, my personal policy on it is if I hear that from a customer that my movers in some way insinuated they were supposed to get tipped, they will be fired on the spot. It is a bad omen. It's a red flag. It shows your company, gives your company the semblance and the aura and the reputation of being a scam moving company. People will talk about, well, yeah, they did a good job, but they demanded a tip. They start thinking that something's fishy, that something's off about your company. So when your movers, which represent you out there in the field, start doing things like this, it reflects poorly on you and your company. So do not allow it. That is one of those lines in my particular company that I set down in stone. That's a red line that will not be crossed. If I hear it, they're gonzo. I will not allow that in any manner or form. Okay? Another little scam that movers will make, and what you got to be aware of is sometimes the movers will go to the house. They'll go to the home, and they'll start doing the move. They'll move a few things onto the truck, and then they'll go up to the customer and say, "Hey, look, we didn't know that such and such you had such and such, or we needed to do such and such. Normally, we would charge X amount of dollars, but you know what? Just pay us $100 each, and we won't put it on the bill, and no one will be the wiser." That's a no-no. That's a scam. That's the hallmark of a scam moving company. It's the hallmark of a disreputable boss and business owner. If you hear about that, you get feedback of it. You find a video online because the customer took a video of it. You need to fire those people, and if appropriate, you need to call the cops and press charges, because that's extortion, folks. That's extortion, and it's not okay. I had a mover do that one time. They were doing it, and they were going to have to take a break in between. And I told them, if you got to do the thing, but if you go and take a lunch because you're going to have to wait, I'm not going to pay you for the lunch. So, or if you take a break and you wait for them and you go take a break for lunch, I'm not paying you for lunch. Otherwise, you got to keep them on the clock. So what this guy did, his name is Michael. Michael goes up to the customer and goes, "Hey, look, I'm supposed to take you off the clock. I'm supposed to, keep you on the clock while you're doing this, and it's going to add to your bill. But I'll tell you what, I'll take you off the clock. You pay me and my guy $50 each, and we won't tell the boss." And guess what? I heard about it. And guess what happened to Michael? That's right. I heard about it while he was on the job. I got another guy, took him to the job, told Michael to get off the job. He was fired right then and there in front of the customer. Yes, sometimes you have to do it in front of the customer. And by doing so, this is a little aside, but by doing so, the customer knew that I was serious and I wasn't going to put up with slimy, shady tactics, and that I was a reputable moving company. Okay, so just keep that in mind when you're doing that. You got to kind of weigh the good and the bad. Usually wait till the movers get back before you fire them, or later on when you hear about it before you let them go. But do not let your movers do it, because it does upset your customers. Okay, so there's some of the scams. Another couple of scams that you might hear about is if, like, they'll say, the movers will call in and say, "We're on our way back, but we got pulled over by the police. And so, yeah, they're holding us back, and we're being held back, and blah, blah, blah." So so what they'll do is they'll chop off a half hour or an hour or whatever off the customer's clock, take the money, and this usually happens when the customer pays in cash. They'll chop off an hour on the bill. scratch off the time that they finished and write the new time. That way they could say they got a tip from the movers, which actually they're stealing from you. Again, this is a scam. So don't let them get away. When you come in and you see the invoice and it's scratched out, the times are scratched out, and the prices are all scratched out, red flag should be going up saying, yeah. That's when you say, hang on one second, give me all the money, call up the customer and go, how much did my movers bill you for? And it looks like we might have a discrepancy here, and I just want to make sure. How much did my movers bill you for? And you'll find out really fast. Oh, yeah, they billed me out for 7 hours. Oh, okay, good. Thank you very much. It looked like they might have overcharged you. I was just making sure. I apologize for your time. That way the customer's not aware of what's going on, but then you can verify, oh, they gave me 6 hours. They billed the customer 7 hours. They said they only did the job for 6 hours. There's an hour's difference. Yeah, they pocketed the cash. You see what I'm saying? And this only happens when the customer pays in cash, not when it pays in credit card or when it's in check. Really, it can be done, but it's very, very hard to do. Check is almost impossible. Credit card is kind of easy to a degree. But it's definitely with cash, so you got to kind of keep an eye on that. So these are some of the scams that your movers will pull on you to get tips. But other than that, you should definitely accept tips, and tips should be accepted form of payment to the guys. Now, another way that customers will tip your guys, besides money, is sometimes moves are expensive. Let's face it. You're charging them $100, $120, $130 an hour. That's a lot of money for people. You're talking like $500-$600 for a 4-hour, 5-hour move. This is pretty expensive. So sometimes they just don't have the extra cash and they can't give your movers thing. So what they can't give your movers a tip. So what they'll do is they'll feed the movers. So should your movers accept the pizza or soft drinks and sandwiches? Yes, let them feed your movers. It's okay. Absolutely. Now, another thing that the customers will do to tip your movers is they will give them, furniture or TVs or radios that they're no longer needing or wanting to have, and so on and so forth. Should your movers accept this? Yes, absolutely. I furnished my house on furniture that customers gave me. It's okay. All the furniture you see behind me was stuff that I was given to me from my move. This desk, except for my computer and the electronics that I use for my business, everything, except for my moving equipment, which I purchased. But all my household furniture, office furniture, has been given to me in moves. Absolutely. But there's a warning with this one as well. Do not accept furniture as form of payments. Now, one customer one time was sitting there and goes, oh, I don't want this, and I don't want that, and I don't want this, and I don't want that. Do you guys want it? I'm like, yeah, I'll take it, yeah. So I'm thinking they're giving it away, right? Well, when it comes down to the move, I build out the customer, come up with I forget how much it was. Let's just say it was $800. She goes, $800, but I gave you all the furniture. I'm like, yeah, I thought you were getting rid of it. No, I was giving that to you as part of your payment. I thought you were taking that as part of for your payment. I'm like, I'm sorry, but we don't accept furniture in the form of payment. It's got to be cash. It's got to be a check. It's got to be a credit card. She goes, well, I don't have the money. Now, I've already done the move, so what do I do at this point? Here I've got a couple $100 in furniture, and she's like, well, I don't have, this is all I got, blah, blah, blah. It's not like I could rob her. I can't call the cops because the cops are worthless, and they won't do a thing to help enforce this, even though it's theft. You're being defrauded. So what do? Well, you can say, you can take it to court, you can do whatever. But quite honestly, you just got to be mindful of that. Do not accept any furniture, or if you are accepting furniture, you must tell the customer before you accept any furniture, and you got to tell this to the movers as well. Before you accept any kind of furniture, you must tell them, this is not going to be in lieu of payment. We do not accept it. If you want to give it to us, we'll take it. But this is not in lieu of payment. This isn't in replacement of payment. And if they fail to do that and they don't, and they accept the furniture, and the customer's like, well, I don't have the money, then you got to take it out of the mover's hide, right? They got to come out of their paycheck because it's just not okay to do that. So there's some warnings and some things about accepting tips, but definitely tip. Now I've seen on some of the movers' contracts, they're on the bottom or somewhere in a box or there's a little box that will say, we do accept tips. You know, and it does say that in some manner. Tips are, graciously accepted and so on and so. Or it'll say, we do accept tips. If the mover did a good job, please tip the mover. That's okay. But there should be no overt communication by you, anybody in your office, or the movers themselves about demanding or accepting tips. Now, that said, I had a guy who once worked for him. His name was Thomas. Guy was one of the best movers I've ever had. Too bad he had a terrible attitude. He just has one of those F you attitudes. I'm king dung doo-doo crap, and my shit just doesn't stink kind of guys, and I'm going to do what I want. I don't care what you think kind of guys. But he was a great mover, one of the best guys around when it comes to mover. And dedicated. I mean, the guy is not one of those that just quit and ran. But his attitude was horrible, unfortunately. Anyway, to get back to the story is this guy had a way, without overtly communicating that they accept tips or need tips or want tips, he was able to communicate to the customers effectively, but not overtly, about tips. Usually he would talk to another mover going, yeah, that move that we did yesterday, man, we got a killer tip. See what he's doing? He's not talking to the customer. He's not telling the customer that they're taking tips. He's not telling them that they should get tips. He's just making an mention where the customer can hear that they got another tip on another move. Now, this is a borderline. I find that okay, that's acceptable. I can't really say yes, no, or anything to that because, I want the guys to get tipped. But if there's any any direct communication to the customer about getting tips, that's just ixnay. Not going to happen in your business. What you do in your business, I can't say, but it doesn't happen in mine. But you got to really watch it because sometimes some movers just don't know how to play that game about this insinuation. So you got to just make sure of that. So my personal opinion is that there's no communication about accepting tips whatsoever. Now, what happens when the customers ask it to the movers themselves? Do you guys accept tips? You should teach your movers how to say, yes, we accept tips. Tipping is fine. Again, there should not be any shape, manner, for any form of how much they should get tipped or but that they should get tipped. They should say, yes, we accept tips. If you feel we did a good job, we do graciously accept any tip that you might give us. And just kind of leave it at that. Leave it up to the customer. Okay, guys? Hopefully this was some good information for you. Hopefully this is something that you guys can learn from because if it's done incorrectly, it can make you look bad, but if done correctly, your guys get tipped very well. And trust me, my guys get tipped well. My guys typically get paid about half to as much or about a half of what they get paid in a week. So hypothetically, if they were to get paid $500 in a week, they would normally make $250 to $500 in tips. All right. So this is just a good idea, some basic guidelines for you on how to accept tips, what to say when accepting tips, and some of the scams that your movers will pull to get tips. So hopefully this was some good information. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you like my new office, send me a message, leave me a comment below. And if you did like this, leave me a comment below. Tell me how you're accepting tips or any problems or solutions you have about your tips. I really love hearing from you guys. You guys are why I'm doing these videos. So if you're not telling me what you want to hear or what's good and what's bad, I'm just going to do what I want, and that's not good for anybody except for my ego. And my ego's big enough, right? Yeah, absolutely. I see you shaking your head out there. All right, guys, give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Right? Make sure you share this with all your family and friends. And of course, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, guys. God bless. Have a beautiful, great day. Bye-bye.